Good Saturday morning, everybody. How are you doing today? It is a beautiful October Saturday. Yesterday was a beautiful Friday night, high school football night. Just wonderful October weather. And let's just hope that that weather holds out for a few more weeks because we have our next CIT family night in the schedule. So please join us on October 17th. We're going to play Hocus Pocus. We're going to go with the whole Halloween theme and stuff. But join us around 5:30-ish, 5:30 and on October 17th. And let's get together. We'll have hot dogs again, maybe burgers. I don't know. Jeremy's wanting burgers. Fries. We've got some cool little burn pit ideas we're gonna try to do and stuff like that. So yeah, come on over and join us. Let's get together. Bring a lawn chair, bring a cooler. We got the rest. All right, we'll see you then. Okay, so we are in the midway or just at we have 6 elected officials, and I'm on my third. I guess this is really more like storytelling, right? But I'm on my third one. So the third one is King. So like Loebsack, he is not running for reelection. Unlike Loebsack, I don't think it was his decision to do that, but nonetheless, he's not running for reelection. Let me tell you about my experiences with King. Um, by far, he has been the politician that has engaged with Kim and I in CIT the most. He has, when we've gone to Washington, D.C., he has given us the most amount of time to talk with them. I'm guessing some of that is because he got himself in some upside down with some people and had time. Maybe that's just what it is. But he would spend time talking with us, and to talk with the guy, he's guys. I like him. I told you last week, I like Loebsack too. I liked him. He's a smart guy and he's a caring guy. His family owns a small business, I think an excavating company or something like that. I liked him. I liked him. But you know what I really also really liked about him is that when we came to him with a problem, he did something about it. So what does that mean? What does that mean? So I've got there's three instances where he worked to help CIT. The first one was what was this? What 2 years ago when I was fighting trying to keep the Cyride contract that I didn't think that legally the Cyride could do what they were going to be doing and stuff. I went to when we went to DC. I talked to every one of our representatives that would meet with me. I met and talked with them about the problem. Steve King's the only one that got me in touch with people at the FTA, the Federal Transit Administration, that would get me in contact with other people trying to coordinate conversations that could get maybe my thoughts, my beliefs, and my desires on in line and on page with Cyrite. Now, obviously, we know how that happened, and I didn't win anything there and stuff. But he got me people that I could speak with. He sent emails that then all of a sudden my phone calls would start to get returned and stuff. So I was thankful for that. Um, More recently, but not the most recent, when we talked with King right after this whole COVID thing busted loose, and and people thought it was we were really worried about the sanitation on the buses and what are we going to do? What are we going to do? All that kind of thing. The whole industry was just clamoring to get every fogger, every electronic or electrostatic sprayer, all these things and all these chemicals to try to put on to try to control and keep the buses clean and sanitary for the riders. And we were just a tick off on trying to get that. Now we ended up just literally going down the street here, um, maybe 3 blocks, and getting them from that hog supplier, getting sprayers there. But we were just frantically looking all over for it. So Steve King forwarded me a cell phone number of a gentleman, and I think it's Storm Lake or Sioux City or something like that. But he owned a company that built um, um, ionized sprayers, and to try to come up with something for us. Now, unfortunately, my needs were much more on a smaller scale than what this gentleman was making and producing. He was building these things, these ionizing machines that would go into big buildings for air filtration and things like that. So it was a way different scale. But I appreciated the gesture that he literally cell phone gave me his cell phone number where I could go and get a hold of that guy. And again, after a little conversation, it's like, okay, I'm way too small for this guy. My problems are way too small than what he has and stuff. But man, he connected us. So he connected me on the Cyride thing. He connected me with this gentleman in Storm Lake. I thought that was really great. He took action. He did things. And then the most recent thing is that I think he was the second person to sign on to certs, and he showed his a commitment to our industry. Now, we haven't had the time to talk with him as of late. I think, he's probably licking his wounds a little bit and all those kind of things. But his office is always right on every email, questions that we have, he gets back. So as a servant of the people, and if I'm considered one of the people, I would have to judge him as a very good servant. You know, I think I said this about Lobsack. I don't 100% know his politics. I don't know 100% know his policies. I don't 100% know his platforms. But as a servant of the people, he was really good to Kim and I, really good. And truly, guys, I really enjoyed my conversations with him whenever I got to talk to him. I think the guy's really smart. I mean, and honestly, that's probably one of the keys on all these guys. I think Congressman Lobsack seemed really smart. I think Steve King's a really smart guy. I think he's really data driven, and stuff. So it was just he was a fun guy to talk to. So I wish Congressman King all the best moving forward. It'll be interesting to see where life takes him after the election. But yeah, as a guy, he was a really, really good person to talk with, very receptive, and took action. And again, what else could you ask for a representative? All right, so that's we've gone through three. We've done Finkenauer, Loebsack, and King. We've got Grassley, Axney, and Ernst left to go through. So we have 3 weeks before the election. So I don't know if you're enjoying these little chats or not, but I'm having kind of fun researching and kind of remembering what my experiences are with them and stuff. Um, as far as business here and things that are happening here, there's really not a lot. And in fact, starting this week, there's really a lot of nothing. I mean, when I said a lot of nothing, it was just a few trips going on. I think we literally have one trip or two in the books for the rest of the year. So there's just not a lot going on. I'm hoping that after the election, things will get better. I'm also working, Kim and I are working hard on certs and trying to keep pushing that. I guess the fact that the politicians are arguing all the time, that helps out, but no package has gone through. We're really hoping. It's my understanding yesterday that President Trump asked his representatives to get a deal done. We believe that airline package is out there, and as an industry, our lobbyists are believing that if the airline package goes out there, we should have get our package attached to it. Right now, I want to say, I just looked at it this morning. I should have wrote this down, but I want to say that right now we have 57 senators. So 57 of 100 senators have signed on and co-sponsored it. So we have a really good majority there in the Senate. and I want to say about 266 people in the House of Representatives. So right now, it's my understanding from our lobbyists, the CERTS Act is the most bipartisan, the most popular act in Congress where the most people have signed on to it. However, yeah, and this is really weird, right? However, because it's only 10 billion, it has to be attached to a major bill. Isn't that funny? Because it's only 10 billion, you know. But I guess when you deal there, you deal with a lot of zeros, right? And stuff. So we're hoping that that airline bill and any other package is where it gets attached. So yeah, that's where things are at. Again, everybody, come on, join us. 5:30, October 17th, Hocus Pocus. Bring a lawn chair, bring a cooler. We got the rest. We'll just hang out. We'll have some fun. So I hope life is treating you well. I hope you're out here able to enjoy this great weather. And I will talk to you next week. Have a great day. Semper Gumby.